Strawweight bout, Emily Ducote coming in at minus 340 against Ashley Yoder, sitting at plus 250. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 340 for the over, plus 250 for the under. 1-4 in her last 5 for Ashley Yoder, and a whopping 8-8 professional record. 12-8 for Emily Ducote. 29 years of age for her, 35 years of age for Ashley Yoder. That's probably a lot of why you're seeing that line so in favor of Emily Ducote. Ashley Yoder, not a single knockout on her record. She's never been knocked out, but she does have 3 submission wins, and this one's pretty heavy chalked to go to a decision. She's got 7 or 8 losses by decision and 4 wins by decision. So she's granted she's not fighting, complete cans. I mean, she's losing to Mackenzie Dern, Angela Hill twice. And I mean, her wins are to absolute nobodies like Miranda Granger, Saruri Kondo, Amanda Cooper. I mean, I couldn't even tell you who those chicks are. Emily Ducote, been in the UFC for a little bit over a year now, and she's 1-2. She had the fight against Angela Hill, got pieced apart. Same with Lupe Godinez, and her debut was against Jessica Penne, who she pieced apart. So it was looking like could be something in the strawweight division, and then back-to-back losses. She should get a bounce-back win here against Ashley Yoder. I don't really see a world where Ashley Yoder wins this fight, but it's women's MMA, and, crazier things have happened, especially at the Apex, smaller cage. You never know. You see the reach. The reach is the big thing for Ashley Yoder. 6 inches in advantage for Ashley Yoder. Ducote can wrestle. She doesn't really use it much at all. I mean, she hasn't even landed a takedown. So, yeah, she's usually keeping this fight on the feet. That might be a little bit of a red flag if you're going to be at a 6-inch reach disadvantage for Ducote, but she'll be the pick for me. Are you taking the dog in any facet here?
I just don't like her here. I mean, she has fought good competition, but at the same time, she's not really beating any of the good competition. Ducote, even though she's got the 2 losses in the UFC, I think she's better than those show. I mean, Lupe Godinez, as we saw in Lupe's last fight, is a savage. Like, that's a tough ask for one of your first fights in the UFC. Angela Hill, obviously great volume and good striker. It was tough to deal with. Maybe Ducote wasn't quite ready for that yet. But the one thing Ducote, like you said, she's got the wrestling in her back pocket, but on the feet, she's pretty damn good. You can tell. And she throws these leg kicks, which are really damaging to her opponents, especially against Jessica Penne. But I think at this level, against a girl like Yoder, who is obviously beatable, you have all these losses that you can watch tape on for Ducote and see how these girls are beating her. And I think Ducote's well-rounded enough to implement any of those game plans that she saw on tape going into this Yoder fight. So I expect Ducote to look a lot better here. I expect her to maybe have her coming out party in the UFC to show that she is skilled. She's not a 1-2 UFC fighter. She's going to get on the win train at some point. And I think Ashley Yoder is the perfect kind of opponent to come out and do that to. Yoder, the one thing that would concern me is obviously it's women's MMA. She's a big dog, and Yoder's also 5'7" compared to Ducote's 5'2", and is going to have obviously that 6 inches of a reach, so it could make it a little challenging for Ducote to close the distance, get in tight where she wants it, and to do good work in the clinch. But overall, I think this is Ducote all day long. I wish the lines were closer because of Ducote's last couple of losses, but the books weren't fooled by this one. So give me Ducote for the pick, but betting-wise, I'm not taking the dog on this one.
The only thing I could see is maybe this is a spot where we see a Ducote finish because Yoder's never been finished. I'm sure everyone, if you're picking Ducote, is probably going to be on her by decision. And maybe, the books are looking to make a little bag and snatch up that decision money as well. So maybe Ducote finds a finish. It's in the Apex. First fight of the night, too. So, I mean, there's usually some weird stuff going on first fight of the night. Ducote will be the pick for me. And, yeah, those are the picks for you.